Well, well, well. Just a few days ago, there was all this talk about whether or not the Kings should blow up this roster, start a rebuild, and even consider tanking. Well, all that talk is for the birds after what the Kings accomplished inside of here tonight. Great crowd on hand inside of Golden One Center. These fans anxious to welcome the Kings back after their 5-game road trip. The Kings welcoming in Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And Ant-Man came out hotter than a crock pot. Edwards dropped 12 points in the opening quarter, including ridiculous threes like this. He ended up with the game-high 43 points. Meanwhile, the Kings came out colder than Antarctica. Sacramento started this game shooting 1 of 8 from the floor. Only person keeping the Kings in this early on was Keegan Murray, who, by the way, is playing in his first game in Sacramento this season. Murray led the Kings with 15 points in the first half, but the Kings would trail by 8 at intermission. Not sure what Doug Christie said to the Kings at halftime, but they came out on a mission in the second half. The Kings outscored the T-Wolves 31-28 in the third. We're going to fast forward to the fourth quarter. Timberwolves were up by 10 with 3 minutes to go. Kings looked like they were out of this, but Malik Monk and DeMar DeRozan threw on the Superman cape and got busy. They led the Kings on a 10-0 run. Monk scored 13 of his 22 points in the fourth quarter. All right, now with less than 10 seconds to go, tie game, DeMar DeRozan going to work, but he doesn't get the game-winning shot to fall, so we're going to overtime. And in the overtime period, DeRozan got filthy with it. Debo scored 9 of his team-high 33 points in the overtime period. In this game, DeRozan also passed Alex English for 24th on the NBA's all-time scoring list. Kings defeat the Timberwolves in overtime, 117-112. Go ahead and light that beam.
I think I've experienced how great this fan base can be when we're winning. And honestly, I haven't really experienced it when we're losing, when we have this kind of record. So it's been great. I remember I watched a video like a couple weeks ago of like our first run out of game 1 in the playoffs, and just to try and get that feeling back. I feel like this was somewhat of a feeling like that tonight. So I think I'm just trying to chase that.
We just got to keep building on games and moments like this, so we can establish, that identity. Now it's about being consistent. We was inconsistent too much. Now it's about turning that tide and being consistent. And once you're consistent, you'll be able to see that identity come up.